And good morning, everybody, and welcome here to Chicagoland Speedway as we're getting set for the running of the Camping World 400, race number 11 of the PCSRA Foster Series. Before we get to that, we have our non-charter race to go, and it's been a while since we've had our non-charter guys and gals that are here. Of course, we got some new ladies and gentlemen in this race, so that will be a lot of fun. Haley Jarentowski on the pole. Rick Witt, former winner this season alongside Eric Stanberry and TJ Hanley make up row number 2. There is the rest of your starting grid. You can check down the description for the official starting grid with all 39 of these drivers as we're going to get set to go racing. Not sure why that was a 00. I do apologize for that. So let's go over the new people that are in these rides, making sure nobody, well, somebody had a problem. That's an automatic restart. That was the 54. That was the 54 who had problems. That was Michael McInturf making his debut, who had a problem on the grid, but they got that car fixed, so he will be back out onto the track. Other driver changes I do need to go over. Fabian Tester in car number 80 this week. Hergel Arvin Alonso, who started up his new league not that long ago, he's making his debut. Jessica Parker, she went to school with me, for anybody that doesn't know, as far as that is concerned. Prudence Martindale in car number 59. Savannah J will be in that ride for the rest of the season. I think that is it. Yes, that is it. And then all the other drivers you basically already know. Of course, the sun is out here this morning. See what kind of race we're going to be in store for. Who will be the 6 drivers that will race their way into the Camping World 400? We'll find out. Green flag is in the air. Let's go racing, drivers. Should also mention Santi Messi is also driving the number 67. That is another ride out of 2311 Racing, which brings that team to a 4-car team, because they also have the 97 of Dennis Walker. Rick Witt trying to get around Haley Jarentowski. Towski leads the first lap. Jarentowski, that is. But here comes Seth Cole in the 25. All these drivers are non-chartered teams. They are trying to race their way in. Of course, Rick Witt is the only non-charter driver to go to victory lane this season, but he is outside the top 30 in points, meaning his win at Coca-Cola don't mean anything to him. Oh, they're getting a little testy back here. They were like 4 wide, and I saw the 55 Savannah J. She was rubbing with somebody. I don't know who it was. I think it was Jarentowski. But they keep it together somehow, some way. And we have not had a caution, to my surprise. Seth Cole still leads. Now in third is Donovan Updike Jr. Driving for NBM. If Updike makes the race, it will be his 2nd start of the year. Eric Stanberry, as the caution is out. Eric Stanberry would try to make his 3rd start, as he's going to get around the 66, and he will do so. The yellow is out for the first time here today. And let's see who this collected. Oh, big rack! Big rack! That's Ryan Boyer, Reagan Whitlock. Haley Jarentowski, what are you doing, Anthony Ritchie? He was in the grass for some reason. Oh, Joshua Sokoli's torn up. Ritchie got a piece. That's Ashton Wright, PJ Williams. Who's that? Okay, that's Sakuli. Who else who was collected in this? Oh, Reagan Whitlock, or I'm sorry, Reggie Fogelman, excuse me. Katie Lapham's got a lot of damage to her Bucky's Dodge. Also, I failed to mention, Sabre Fox has moved over to the Colleague Racing team for the rest of this season.
Who's that?
Jeremy Salone's got, I don't know if Jeremy Salone's got some damage to his Clorox. Yeah, he's got some right side damage on his Clorox Toyota. What happened? Caution number 1, and it was a big wreck. This happened on lap 4. Oh, boy. The good news is Sean Hart wrecked the field. Let's go helicopter view. Oh, they were like 4 wide back there. Look at that. They're 4 wide. That's Walker, Rutz, Anthony Ritchie, and Reagan Whitlock. And there's the contact, the 61 into the 52, and looks like Savannah J got a piece of it. And look at how the track gets blocked. Wow, Whitlock came firing in and slammed into the side of the Burger King Toyota. There's Fogelman. Look at the job, all these drivers, and looks like 27 is going to hit somebody. Oh, hits the 55. Yep, hit the 55J. Cement Ozcon did a great job missing this crash. James Cole's there. Greg Rutz got through it. Katie Lapham's got a lot of damage to her Dodge. I doubt she's going to make the race. And then Ryan Boyer, for some reason, ran into the back of the 27 for some reason. Not sure what that was all about. And this is how Reagan Whitlock gets another piece. Runs on the side of the Ford Mustang of Sokoli. And a lot of cars involved in this little mess. And we're going to have some drivers out of this race as a result, and sadly will not make this field. Green flag going to go back in the air on lap number 8, or lap 9 of 41, excuse me. Seth Cole's the leader. Rick Witt second, Eric Stanbury third, Donovan Updike Jr. fourth, Michael McIntyre fifth, William Brock sixth, Angela Bagos is seventh, Caleb Hoffman 8th, 9th, Hergel Arvin Alonso, and TJ Hanley will complete your top 10. Drivers out after that incident, 3 to be exact. They are Reagan Whitlock, Ryan Boyer, and Joshua Sokoli, and sadly for those 3, they will definitely not make this race, and will be 3 of the drivers that will sadly have to go home. So a tough break for those 3 drivers. They will try again next week at, where are we going next week? Do I not have the schedule? I do. Their next race will be Richmond, excuse me. Rick Witt, currently the leader here, or trying to take the lead from Seth Cole. Looks like he will do so. As I said, Rick Witt is one of the drivers who has been to victory lane this season. He'll be in this season's All-Star race. We've had 10 races and 10 different winners so far this season. We've not had our first repeat winner here in this series, as we are, like I said, on race 11. Next week's race and the following week's race at Richmond and Nashville, respectively, will cap off the first half of the regular season before we have All-Star Race Weekend from Texas Motor Speedway, in which we will have the Foster Showdown, and it's going to be with the non-charter drivers. Yes, non-charter drivers will be in that race, those that did not find victory lane. Rick Witt going to get the move made on Seth Cole. As I said, it doesn't matter if you win this race or not. it matters being in the top 6 as far as the transfer. Right now, the 81 last time by was on the bubble. Eric Stanberry's going for the lead. There's the 6, that's 81, excuse me, that's Angela Baguas. She's 3 wide with, that's William Brock and Michael McInturf. Sounds like a weird last name, but I'm just going to go with it. Hergel Arvin Alonso and Dennis Walker right there. You see the two. Oh, Dennis Walker's got some right side damage on his 97. Last time the 54 made the race was when I had the driver for a sec. Oh, Julia Landauer. That was the last time the 54 made it. 54, by the way, is out of XCI Racing. As Rick Witt, still your race leader. Witt trying to get his second win of the season, should he make the main event. And as I said, even if he goes to victory lane, it would not be enough for him to get in the top 30 in the points for his wins to count towards a spot into this season's chase for the championship because of the fact he is a non-chartered driver. Right now, he has more starts than any driver in the non-charter series, which is crazy to believe. Rick Witt has had an average finish of 16.2, so he's had a very good race here, or a good start this season. McInturf has made it to 3rd. Hergel Arvin Alonso in 4th. And then the battle for the transfer spot is Eric Stanberry and Donovan Updike Jr. with William Brock and Caleb Hoffman catching these two. Caleb Hoffman, of course, running the Lightning McQueen Corvette, the only Corvette in this field. As Donovan Updike is going to be out of a transfer spot. Now it's William Brock who's on the bubble to transfer into the Camping World 400.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. The other day when I was at Walmart, I was trying to buy the new Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream zero sugar. And when I was trying to put it in the sack and see if I could carry it home, you wouldn't believe what happens.
What?
It drops and busts on me.
Did you have to get another one?
Yeah, but they didn't have any more of the strawberry and cream zero sugar.
Wah, wah, wah.
So I just got cherry Coke Zero.
Rick Witt still leading. They're about to catch PJ Williams, who's got no front end on his Burger King Toyota.
Maybe not. Maybe like Walgreens or someplace will have them.
I know they have the regular ones.
Strawberries and cream.
McInturf now in 3rd. Hergel Arvin Alonso in 4th. Eric Stanberry in 5th. And right now, William Brock under pressure with Caleb Hoffman, sorry, for the final transfer spot in 6th. Seth Cole got a nice run on the high side. Looked like Rick Witt's car got a little bit tight through the center of the corner. As they have now caught up to PJ Williams, who's trying to give room to the leaders, and that's going to hold up the 33 of Rick Witt. McInturf and Hoffman get around. Seth Cole back to the race lead. Hergel Arvin Alonso from the Philippines in 2nd. Stanberry, McInturf, Hoffman, and now Jacob Athens in the final transfer spot to make the race. So all of a sudden, Rick Witt went from battling for the lead to now being in the final transfer spot. Well, McInturf just got a little tight off that corner, so that will put the 54 in the bubble, but not for long, as Rick Witt's going to take that spot away. Now Mick and Turf will have to chase down the Bennett Chevrolet out of Richard Childress Racing, the third car for that team. William Brock, and they have a big gap here to Fabian Tesser. Annika Ritchie's back here. There's Carmen Alejandro. Dennis Walker's back here. He's still got a lot of damage to the right side. Oh, rubbing Daniel Voiles, who, by the way, making his first start in the 62 in that Wendy's car. That was close. Voiles making his first attempt of the season. His sister Desiree's been in that car for most of the season. Of course, it is a shared ride. Their brother Nick will be seeing him in qualifying. There's Saber Fox. There's Trevor Good. James Quall's way up high. Jessica Parker back here in 23rd. 24th, Greg Rutz. Ashton Wright, 25th. Prudence Martindale in 26th. Just got around Alina Ritchie running the Alpha Tauri colors this week. Angela Bagas, 28th. Brooklyn Rogers, 29th. And 30th, Jeremy Salone. Fogelman, 31st. Savannah J is 32nd. Anthony Ritchie, 33rd, as they're going to round Katie Lapham. 35th is Haley Jarentowski, and there's Seth Cole leading this race. PJ Williams is 36th, and then the three drivers I just document. Good battle here between the 89 and the 95. William Brock in the final transfer spot. This is, by the way, Kyle Langland's home race of Illinois. As contact between Eric Stanbury and Seth Cole. Eric Stanbury roughing up the president of the NNSCRA. Don't think Seth Cole will be too appreciated about that. He got a nice run off the corner. It looks like Stanbury got a bit tight and couldn't get around the 25 of Seth Cole. Normally, Kyle Langland would be in this 25, but he's in the 48 this year. There's Hoffman, William Brock just got around Donovan Updike Jr., so Updike Jr. is now in the final transfer spot as Fabian Tesser is going to try to reel in the Bumper.com Ford Mustang out of MBM Motorsports. Pretty soon they'll be catching the 53 and the 55 who are badly, badly torn up. Of course, remember, after this race we have qualifying for the 6 drivers that will join the other 36 charter teams. As we'll get ready for the Camping World 400. 20 laps to, or not 20 laps, excuse me, 20 minutes for qualifying to see who will start on the pole for tonight's race, the Camping World 400. And like I said, if anybody that's inside the top 30 in points... Oh, we got a crash! We got a crash, and that's Haley Jarentowski who just got wrecked. Reggie Fogelman's gotten a piece of it, and the yellow is out for the second time today, and the last person who wanted to see this was Seth Cole. I was going to say the drivers inside the top 30 in points, if they win, they would get into the playoffs, but my goodness. That saved a number of drivers from going a lap down as Fogelman's done. Jarentowski's on pit road. What happened? What happened here? 29 must have blown... Yep, 29 blew up. Yeah, so here's what happened. Fogelman and the 61 were battling. It looks like the engine grenaded on the Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey Chevy Camaro. Of course, that car was involved in the first incident. So it's been a bad day for Reggie Fogelman, and, well, the engine just went kaboom on that 29. And how did Haley Jarentowski think Jerentowski is going to run into oil, run in the back of the 29. Yep, right there. Cause a little bit of more damage to the Fox Nation Ford Mustang out of Rick Ware Racing. And the leaders were fast approaching, and yep, she's out of this race. And that was the yellow Seth Cole did not want to see, because now that's going to allow everybody and their partners to reel in the 25. And because we're inside of 10 laps to go, we're going to have a single file restart, which will make things a bit more interesting. Of course, everybody can make it on fuel as far as this race distance. Only 41 laps. And Jerentowski is out of the race. Looks like the gearbox let go on the 29. So, unfortunately, Reggie Fogelman and Haley Jerentowski, who joined Ryan Boyer, Reagan Whitlock, and Joshua Sokoli behind the wall, they will not make this race and will sadly have to go home.
Those qualifying, Daniel?
So 6 spots up for grabs. I bet Seth Cole saying, not again. I don't need another restart. As we're going to have 5 laps of racing to go. Next caution that comes out between now and the checker flag will end the race under the yellow. Good start for Hoffman. Somebody didn't get a good restart. That was probably Rick Witt. He must have spun the tires on that 33. That allowed the 7 drivers to pull away, battling for these 6 spots. And of course it has been hot and slick as the 25 still leads. Right now, the 66 last time by was scored on the bubble. Not anymore because William Brock got moved to the bubble. Now he's going to get passed by the 80. That's Fabian Tesser, who's now in the final transfer spot. Michael Mickenturf trying to catch up to the Casey Kane Racing 49 of William Brock. William Brock is a former winner in this series. Down to 3 to go. When we get to the line, oh, we got a wreck! 66 and 95 are in the wall. That's going to shake up everything. Oh, this is going to stack up everybody. Hoffman and Eric Stanberg, Donovan Updike got together. That caused a bit of a stack up. That was nearly our final yellow right there, but thankfully we got away with one. Thanks. That was, oh, Updike. Oh, he's in the wall. He just took Rick Witt in the wall. Oh, they're crashing. Qualls is around. Oh, Hoffman is in at 97. Oh, big one again. Daniel Voiles got a piece of it. Oh, 97 sliding up in front of the 95. Good grief. That will no doubt end this race, and Herschel Arvin Alonso is going to make the race. Updike, oh, Katie Lapham's torn up. Jessica Parker. My goodness. Wow, that front end just got ripped off. Dennis Walker. There's Donovan Updike Jr. Got a piece of this. And now the engine just died on him. Oh, what in the world? What in the world is Dennis Walker doing? What in the world just happened? Donovan Updike had a chance to win this, to make it in the race. Looks like his car is tight because of all that damage. He took Rick Witt up in the wall. Caleb Hoffman tried to avoid, ran into James Qualls, and nowhere for the 67. That was Messi. Messi was an innocent victim. There's a 97 getting spun. Santi Messi, nowhere for him to go, so it's up break for Messi. Look at this. Boy, that was nearly clobbered there. There's Daniel Voiles. How did he get a piece of this? By the way, I need to pause it so I don't miss the freaking white flag. Or actually, I've already missed the white flag. I don't want to miss the checker flag. Let's see how Voiles got a piece of it. Daniel Voiles. Santi Messi had a great day going, got taken out. Looks like he got in the Donovan Updike. That's what happened. Got a little hood buckle on the Wendy Chevrolet. But it doesn't look like it's over for Donovan Updike Jr. There's, oh, wow. Got Katie Lapham ran into the back. Hit the bumpers.com Ford. Look at what it just did. Just ripped the front end off of that 82. Locked up the brakes. Katie Lapham's bad day got worse, and, well, now we know why she's not going to make the race. And, of course, Donovan Updike Jr.'s car went up in smoke. Oh, boy. That will end the race under the yellow flag and give Herschel Arvin Alonso the win in this non-charter race. As, of course, my ice cream melted. Which, next time I buy ice cream, it's not going to get melted. Yeah, you didn't give the chance to let it freeze. And when you stuck in the fridge, you just unfrozen it. It got unfrozen, now it's all melted, and now I have to go get more and stick it in the freezer. That's why I didn't want it out of the freezer in the first place. But anyway, Herschel Arvin Alonso will have the yellow and checker flag waving. And the Jollibee Honda, who failed to qualify with James Orman, will make his first start of the year. Herschel Arvin Alonso is your non-charter winner at Chicagoland. So Herschel Arvin Alonso will race his way in. He'll be joined by Fabian Tesser, Seth Cole, William Brock, Michael Mickenturf, and Eric Stanbury, who got the final transfer spot, as I can't even eat my ice cream because it's all goddamn melted. So I need to stick it back in the freezer because it's all melted. So that's not good for me. Yeah, because Michael, my roommate, gave me my ice cream, but it's not frozen. It's like melted as fuck. And if you give me an F word, it's a misinformed derp. Drivers who unfortunately will not make the race are JT Hanley, Saber Fox, Carmen Alejandro, Trevor Good, TJ Hanley, Rick Witt, Greg Rutt, Cement Oscon, Ashton Wright, Prudence Martindale, Tatum Wright, so both the Wright sisters go home, Alina Ritchie, Caleb Hoffman, Jessica Parker, Anthony Ritchie, James Qualls, Brooklyn Rogers, Jeremy Salone, Daniel Voiles, Angela Baggas, Savannah J, Annika Ritchie. You look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. Jacob Athens, Santi Messi, Donovan Updike, Dennis Walker, Donovan Updike Jr., PJ Williams, Katie Lapham, Reggie Fogelman, Haley Jarontaski. Well, I'm going too fast. Ryan Boyer, Reagan Wetlock, and Joshua Sokoli. They will not make this race and will sadly have to go home. So, big disappointment for those drivers who will not make this race, but congratulations to the other 6 drivers for making this race. That would be Alonso, Tesser, Cole, Brock, Mickenturf, and Stanbury. And I believe the 54, this will be their second start and Michael's first of this season. Thank you all for joining us for this non-charter race. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We share your full finisher results. We'll see you later for qualifying as our race weekend continues on the PCSRA Sports and Gaming channel, the best in our racing since 2017. We'll see you later for qualifying.